Kismet, I suppose. That butterfly, though, he keeps on flapping, because when a story is going to be told, it's going to have not just a beginning, but a middle and an end as well. To what end, do we ask? Well, we will leave that to our butterfly to figure out.
My elusive butterfly finally settled into my gossamer net. I knew deep down in my heart that this fluttering beauty really had no intention of being pinned down. Not quite yet, but I was persistent. Slowly, I plucked at his wings until I was assured that he could no longer fly away. When we first met, I was 16 years old, wishing for my Prince Charming. He was 17, wishing only to flit and fly. Our meeting so early in our lives stunted our growth, I believe. Our parents tried to tell us to experience life a while longer before we blindly stopped noticing other opportunities. Despite the nibbles of doubt and hesitation our parents buzzed in our heads, these two silly children just forged right on ahead. We dated for the next 4 years. He would call me every night and pick me up the next afternoon to drive to his house. Dropping me off, he would kiss me on the cheek and drive off to see his friends. I spent more time with his parents and the friends' neighbors residing on the dead-end street on East 3rd Street than I did with him. His mom already saw me as a daughter, a little refreshing from the comings and goings of her other two teenage sons. I'm not sure who was more anxious to see a ring on my finger, me or her. "How about we go out to Angelo's for dinner tonight?" Eddie asked. "I'll pick you up after 6. The meal was delish as always. I wanted to order the cannoli for dessert, but Eddie seemed in a hurry to leave the restaurant. We walked a block to where his car was parked along the curb. He started the car and drove a few blocks before he pulled over to the curb in front of his house. I was about to open my side of the door when he reached over and stopped my hand from grabbing the handle. "Wait a second. I have something to show you. Can you please pop open the glove compartment?" he asked. I felt a twinge of hope that the package I would be taking out of the glove compartment was it. I reached in. The pin light above the little compartment came on and shone down on a small blue velvet box. My hand shook as I grabbed the box, and I slowly began to open the lid. It was it, a beautiful 2-carat pear-shaped diamond ring. Soon after, I was grinning in delight, watching my friends' eyes light up as I flashed my new diamond ring. I kept staring at my finger while our parents planned and argued over wedding plans. How many people should be invited? Who was paying for the flowers, the band, the liquor? Oh, let them have their fun, I thought. The logistics didn't matter to me. My main focus was how long it would take me to save enough money to purchase the gorgeous wedding gown I discovered within the pages of a bridal magazine. My world was a dazzling, shining light. It blinded me so effectively that I paid no notice that my fiancé seemed to be ducking into the shadows. On a Saturday night in June, my arm tucked into the crook of my dad's arm, I walked down the silk-covered aisle towards the raised bema of the synagogue. My dad and I stopped before the 3 steps leading up to the bema as we waited for my elusive butterfly to step down. My dad kissed me on the cheek and drew my arm from his. Eddie offered me his arm as we climbed the 3 steps up to the ivy-covered huppah. Together, we stood before the rabbi as he began to bless us religiously and legally in becoming husband and wife. The rabbi's words floated in the air above me. He instructed us to echo the Hebrew words of matrimony that he intoned. Placing a glass wrapped in a pink napkin at my new husband's feet, the rabbi nodded, signaling my groom to stomp on the glass until we heard it shatter. "This shattered glass signifies," the rabbi explained to the gathering, "the fragility of glass when it is shattered and broken. The fragility of the glass reminds us of the fragility of human relationships. The strongest love is sometimes subject to disintegration. May this man and woman standing before us gently and carefully carry each other as they would carry a precious glass goblet. May they sip all the flavors of life's fruits until death do they part. Amen. So we were together sipping all the flavors of life. Perhaps not till death did we part, but 19 years was nothing to sneeze at, right? Good, bad, happy, sad, arguments, cold shoulders, kissing and making up. We were just fine, thank you very much. The fog was lifting so subtly that I barely took notice of the murkiness persistently lingering on the edge. As much as I tried, I could no longer deny that I felt a breath and weight crushing down on my chest. I could not articulate or define the undefinable. There were no visible villains, no good guy, no bad guy, but he was so distant, so morose, silent. Where was he when he disappeared for hours without a word? My bed grew colder as I fell asleep alone for so many nights. I was so tired as I went through my day with stooped shoulders, bearing a heaviness that I couldn't shake away. I stood at the bathroom doorway as I watched him spread shaving cream on his still handsome face. I stepped further into the bathroom and I stood behind him. Our mirrored reflections stared back at me as I pictured the glass shattering. Tears stung my eyelids and my hands trembled. He turned to face me. I want a divorce. Telling him the words I had so often heard in my head. I don't understand what is happening, but I can't let it continue to happen. It's destroying me. I want a divorce. He turned away from the mirror. He grabbed a towel and he wiped the shaving cream from his face. It's not your fault. It's been over for us for a long time. I'm just not happy. I will leave as soon as I can find an apartment. He walked out of the bathroom, leaving me standing alone. Once, when I was 16 and he was 17, he left me standing alone as he walked through the double doors of the rec room barn. I had to stop chasing someone who never really wanted to be caught. Kismet, I suppose.